I can't think of a good idea for this introduction other than saying happy Saturday, but that feels really dumb if you're not watching this on a Saturday. So hello, welcome back to wonderful crochet time. Today I am teaching you how to make this cute little guy right here. Just a little hippo. Well, this guy's actually like a really big hippo, but I'm teaching you how to make a hippo. This guy, along with the squid tutorial that is already up on my YouTube channel from like months ago, is from a TikTok that I made when I was at my first market showing what I made while sitting there. And someone asked for the tutorials on how to make all the stuff I made. And I'm like, I can totally do that because all I used was free patterns on Instagram. So I'm here to show you how to make a hippo today. If you didn't gather it from what I've said, this pattern is not mine. It is a free one I found on Instagram. It's from like 4 different creators who got together to make the pattern. And those 4 people are these right here. So this pattern's not mine. I am not claiming any credit of this pattern. And I didn't steal it. It's on Instagram. For free. I'm just showing you the video tutorial on how to do it. I also think this tutorial is really important because this pattern has certain elements that you'll see in a whole bunch of no-sew patterns such as chaining, going back on the chains, and doing bobble stitches, which I don't think I've introduced to you guys yet if you've only watched my content, which of course you haven't, but like, get what I'm saying? So, without further ado, it is time to dive into making your own little hippo. Or big hippo. I don't know, he's kinda chunky. Let me teach you how to make a hippo.
Hello and welcome officially to tutorial mode. Before we get to go into the wonderful instructions on how to make your hippo, let's talk materials. First off, you're going to need your yarn. For this hippo, I ended up choosing a weight 6 yarn. The pattern does not state what yarn weight they used, so I just picked a colorway that I liked. Of course, you will also need your scissors, a sewing needle, and a stitch marker. Next, you will need safety eyes and also safety eye backings. And then finally, to go with my yarn, I chose a 4.5mm hook. If you chose a different yarn weight, you will most likely need a different yarn hook size. Please change accordingly. Now that we have our materials, we can move on to the actual pattern. I will not be going in depth regarding stitches in this video. If you need additional help, I recommend looking for an additional source. However, I will give you the Spark Notes version. To start round 1, you will be making a magic ring. To make a magic ring, take your yarn end, make it face towards you with the part that is still connected to the ball. Go behind that and make a cross on top of your fingers. Insert your hook into that cross, yarn over, and chain 1. You now have a magic ring. Next, you will work 8 single crochets into your magic ring. To make a single crochet, insert your hook into the loop, yarn over, and pull through. You should have 2 loops on your hook. You will then yarn over and pull through those 2 loops. That is how you make 1 single crochet. At the end of this round, you should have 8 single crochets in your magic ring. Be sure to tighten your magic ring. To make round 2, you will put 1 increase stitch into each of the single crochets from the first round. To make an increase, put 2 single crochets into 1 stitch. At the end of this round, you should have 16 stitches. To make round 3, you will repeat the following sequence 2 times. 2 single crochets, 4 increases, 2 single crochets. This will give you a total of 24 stitches. In round 4, we introduce a new stitch called the bobble stitch. In this part of the pattern, the bobble stitches are made with 3 double crochets. This means the instructions for your bobble stitch will go as follows. Yarn over, insert your hook into the stitch, yarn over, pull through 1 loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Yarn over, insert your hook into the same stitch, yarn over, pull through 1 loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Yarn over, insert your hook into the same stitch, yarn over, pull through 1 loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. At this point, you should have 4 loops on your hook. To finish off the bobble stitch, you will yarn over and pull through all 4 loops. Now that you know how to make a bobble stitch, here are the instructions for round 4. To make round 4, you will do 8 single crochets, 1 bobble stitch, 6 single crochets, 1 bobble stitch, and 8 more single crochets. This will leave you with a total of 24 stitches. To make round 5, you are going to put 1 single crochet into every stitch. This will leave you with a total of 24 stitches. In round 6, we introduce a new stitch called a decrease. To make a decrease, take the front loop of 1 single crochet and the front loop of a second single crochet onto your hook. You should have 3 loops on your hook. You will then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. You should have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through those 2 loops. That is how you make a decrease. Now that you know how to make a decrease, here are the instructions for round 6. 5 single crochets, 1 decrease, 11 single crochets, 1 decrease, 4 single crochets. This will leave you with a total of 22 stitches. The instructions for round 7 are as follows: 8 single crochets, 3 increases, 1 single crochet, 3 increases, 7 single crochets. This will leave you with a total of 28 stitches. For rounds 8 and 9, you will make 28 single crochets. At the end of each round, you should have 28 stitches. In round 10, we add the ears to the hippo. To start this round, you are going to make 11 single crochets. After these 11 stitches, we will make the first ear. To make a ear, single crochet into the next stitch and chain 3. In the second chain from your hook, make a slip stitch. To make a slip stitch, insert your hook into the loop, yarn over, and pull through both loops on your hook. In the last chain of the chain 3, the one closest to the body, make a single crochet. To finish off the ear, single crochet back into the same stitch as where you started your ear. After this, make 7 more single crochets. After finishing those 7 single crochets, we are going to make the second ear. This ear follows the same instructions as the first. Those instructions were to single crochet into the next stitch, chain 3, slip stitch into the second chain from your hook, and single crochet into the first chain closest to the hippo's body. To finish off the ear, make 1 more single crochet into the same starting stitch as your second ear. After this, make 8 more single crochets to finish off the round. At the end of this round, you should have 30 stitches. In round 11, you will make 30 single crochets. When doing this round, make sure that you include 2 single crochets on each ear, having the ears face the outer part of your hippo's body. At the end of this round, you should have 30 stitches. For round 12, you will repeat the following sequence 6 times. 3 single crochets, 1 decrease. At the end of this round, you should have 24 stitches.
In round 13, you will repeat the following sequence 8 times. 1 decrease, 1 single crochet. At the end of this round, you should have 16 stitches. To make round 14, you will repeat the following sequence 8 times. 1 single crochet, 1 increase. At the end of this round, you should have 24 stitches. To make round 15, you will repeat the following sequence 8 times. 1 increase, 2 single crochets. At the end of this round, you should have a total of 32 stitches. After round 15, we are going to insert our safety eyes into our hippo. The pattern reads that you should insert the safety eyes between rounds 7 and 8, 4 visible stitches apart. When I put my eyes on, I believe I did 5 stitches instead of 4 because that's what looked best on my piece. In case you are wondering, I ended up using 16mm safety eyes. After you have inserted your eyes into your hippo, we will move on to round 16. In round 16, we once again see the bobble stitch. However, in this part of the pattern, the bobble stitches are made with 4 double crochets. I chose to stick with my normal 3 double crochets as I believe it looked better with my piece, but if you wish to change it, you may do so. To work round 16, you will do the following instructions. 1 single crochet, 1 bobble stitch, 5 single crochets, 1 bobble stitch, 24 single crochets. At the end of this round, you should have 32 stitches. For round 17, you will start by making 13 single crochets. For the second part of this pattern, please repeat the following sequence 8 times. 1 increase, 1 single crochet. To finish off the round, make 3 more single crochets. At the end of this round, you should have a total of 40 stitches. The instructions for the next 5 rounds, rounds 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22, are all the same. You will make 40 single crochets. At the end of each round, make sure that you have 40 stitches. After finishing your 5 rounds of single crochet, we will move on to round 23. To make round 23, start with 13 single crochets. After making those single crochets, you will repeat the following sequence 8 times. 1 decrease, 1 single crochet. To finish off the round, you will make 3 single crochets. At the end of this round, you should have a total of 32 stitches. In round 24, we once again see the bobble stitch. These bobble stitches are also made with 4 double crochets, however I stuck with the normal 3. To work this round, you will make 2 single crochets, 1 bobble stitch, 6 single crochets, 1 bobble stitch, and finally 22 single crochets. At the end of this round, you should have 32 stitches. To work round 25, you will repeat the following sequence 8 times. 2 single crochets, 1 decrease. At the end of this round, you should have a total of 24 stitches. In round 26, we will be adding the tail of the hippo. This tail is made in the center of the back. If need be, please adjust your number of single crochets. To work round 26, you will make 17 single crochets. Next, we will be making the tail. Single crochet into the next stitch and chain 3. Then slip stitch into the second chain from your hook and single crochet into the first of the 3 chains nearest to the body. To finish off the tail, single crochet into the next stitch of the body. To finish off this round, make 5 more single crochets. At the end of this round, you should have 24 stitches. To make round 27, you will repeat the following sequence 6 times. 2 single crochets, 1 decrease. This means you should have made 12 single crochets and 6 decreases. This leaves you with a total number of 18 stitches. The pattern reads, at the end of this round, you should start stuffing your hippo's body as we move into the final 2 rounds. To make round 28, the second to last round, you will be repeating the following sequence 6 times. 1 single crochet, 1 decrease. This means at the end of the round, you should have worked 6 single crochets and 6 decreases. This will leave you with a total of 12 stitches. To work the last and final round of your hippo, round 29, you will be making 6 decrease stitches. This should leave you with 6 stitches at the end of this round. To finish off the hippo, fasten off your yarn, add any additional stuffing, sew the hole closed, and weave in the end.
You now have your finished hippo.
And ta-da! Just like that, you have your own cute hippo. Just like that, you have made your own personal hippo thing. Just like that, you have made your own personal hippo. Or maybe you're doing it for market prep, whatever. Whatever you do with your hippos is up to you. I don't know. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you love your new hippo friend just as much as I do. I know I've made literally countless of these. A very addictive pattern, if you ask me. I love bringing them to markets. Everybody loves them. I highly recommend doing them for markets if you are a market girly. But yeah. But yes, once again, pattern is not mine. The credit for the pattern is obviously in the description. I don't think I said that in the intro. But yeah, as I stated earlier, this pattern is not mine. All credits go to the proper people on Instagram. I just gave you the video tutorial for it. It ain't that fancy. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye! No, I didn't film the intro and the outro within 2 minutes of... No, I didn't film the intro and the outro within 2 seconds of each other in the same spot. Why would I do that? You're crazy.